Home Improvement. If you guys have never seen this show, it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Start the show. Yo, guys, fears, audience, fears, coffee first. There we are. Pretty good coffee. Anyway, well, guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. Hope you guys are doing bloody fantastic. It is me. It is Fears, the host with the most. Back at it again with another live stream. I hope everybody had a good day today. I really do. I really do. I had a pretty good day. It was a busy day. I almost got all my laundry done. A couple more loads tonight, and then I'll be done. I cleaned my bedroom up a little bit. I'm getting my apartment immaculate. It's already clean, but I'm getting it immaculate for my family to come in July. I want everything to be perfect and epic. It's going to be epic. July's going to be epic, and then August is going to be epic for different reasons. July, my cousins and my aunt, my uncle haven't been here in ages, and then in August, I haven't seen Enzo or my mom or my brother or any of those guys in quite a long time, and I got something in my eye. Excuse me for a second. I don't know what it was. And then I get to meet Shelton, my new nephew. And I already bought him a little Hawaiian shirt. Actually, I got him a couple. So, mum's the word. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about being an uncle, man. So, I can't wait. I really can't wait. And then, let's see. Today was pretty, it was busy, but it was good. I did a workout stream, and I achieved my goal. I ran for 21 minutes on the treadmill. My goal was to run 20, but I decided to, I'm like, keep pushing yourself here. So I ran an extra minute. I burned over, 140 calories. It was either 130 calories or 140 calories. You'll have to watch the stream back. Got off of work. Work was good. We had like 39,000, so not too bad. And it went pretty smoothly, went pretty nice. Got home. I made some breakfast, and then I had a little nap. And then I did my live stream later on in the day. I think it was around 12:30, 1 o'clock-ish, somewhere around there. And I focused on dumbbells, and then I went for a run at the end. So not too shabby. And then this weekend, oh man, I cannot wait. I haven't been to it in quite a long time. June 15th, Orlando show. Oh man, I can't wait. So if you guys are in the Orlando area and you guys want to check it out, Orlando Summer Show, June 15th. Florida Toy Shows and Expos. Be sure to go to, there it is, FloridaToyshows.com. Heck yeah. Or just check my friend Jeff's Facebook page at Florida Toy Shows and Expos. And Jeff just made a YouTube channel, and be sure to follow him on Florida Toy Shows and Expos. And what he told me is he's revamping his channel. He made a channel like 8 or 9 years ago, and then he said, Fears, I uploaded like one video, and then I didn't use it, and I kind of hid my channel, but now he unhid his channel, and he said he's revamping it, and he said, hey, Fears, if you ever want to edit some stuff and help me in any way I can. I said, oh, Jeff, I would absolutely, fantastically love to help you on your channel. And he's like, well, you got more subs than me, Fears. And I was like, I shall do my very best, to help you. Anyway, so let's open up the chat, and then I'm going to drop the link in the Discord. But yeah, so we talked about that, and I did a little bit of editing. I'm not done yet on the vlog. I've got 2 videos coming for Fears Man 26, and then I got a big vlog for the vlog channel. So yeah. Anyway. And then Pixel told me some great news. He said that Spaceballs 2 is coming out, and he said you should be able to find a little teaser trailer. And it's more of it's like, Pixel told me it's more of an announcement video slash, slash like mini trailer. And I was like, oh man, I've got to react to that on today's show. So, heck yeah. All right, so anyway, today's topics are, we're going to review, I just kind of went on a home improvement binge. So we're going to review season 7 and season 5. And then we're going to do the top 10 episodes out of each one of these. The 5 best spots I've ever traveled to, ever. And then, if there's time, there's going to be some deep questions, as always. But if there's anything else that you guys want to talk about, you let me know. And let's open up the chat. And today's thumbnail, I found a Father's Day tie, and it says Happy Father's Day. So I thought that would be quite appropriate, because Father's Day is this Sunday. Heck yeah. And I already sent my my dad, even though my dad's passed away, I sent my dad a Happy Father's Day card. My mom always visits my dad on Father's Day. So I said, hey, Mom, when you get a chance, take the card, open it up, and read it to Dad. So my mom hasn't even read it yet. But I called my mom yesterday, and she said, yep, it arrived yesterday. And I was like, great. And I sent my brother, because now my brother's a new father. So, yeah. So I sent him a card, too. So, pretty cool stuff. All right. Let me open up the chat here. There we go. Card. Open it up and read it to Dad. Yo! Alex, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. All right, let me just drop the link in the Discord and let everybody know that I'm live. Yo! I am live. Let's see. And hang out. My live stream. Yeah, dude. See you there. All right. Let me just drop the link here. But yeah, it's been a pretty good day. I hope everybody else has been having a pretty good day. Oh, man. I apologize for my yawns. There we go. All right, let me call Lantern. Get Lantern to spread the word. Oh, he could be sleeping. Yo!
Yo!
What's up, Lantern? How you been, buddy?
Yeah,
You doing all right?
yeah, but dude.
Pretty good. Hey, I just wanted to let you know I went live like 2 minutes ago, so I already dropped the link in the Discord, but be sure to tell everybody, spread the word. I'll see you in the chat.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hey, are you streaming tonight, or are you taking the night off? Because I know you told me you're suspended, or what's going on?
Yeah.
What's up?
Dude, the StreamYard time is still
Oh,
out now.
the StreamYards is still down? Damn. All right. Well, there it is, buddy. Well, hopefully by next week. Don't worry, Lantern. I will. If you want to stay on the show with me for a little bit, you know, I'll call you back later on during the show. So at least Lantern can be on my show. So stand by, Lantern. I'm gonna do my show. Yeah. So just stand by. Yeah, stand by this time.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do my show for a little bit. Then I'll call you back. You know, and I'll ask you a bunch of stuff. I'll have you a part of the show, buddy. But sorry that StreamYards is being a biatch and not giving any stream time. But yeah.
Yep.
What the hell is going on with that, man? I don't get it.
No.
I don't know.
That's the stream time.
I'm just saying. I wish they would make it more easier for you, Lantern. Like I've never had a problem with stream time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh well, it happens. It happens. But like I said, I'm gonna say hello to everybody in the chat, and then I'm gonna do some topics, and then I'll call you back like mid-show. All right?
All right.
Did you hear the good news? Pixel told me Spaceballs 2. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's only been 40 years. I mean, I think the fans have waited long enough, for a sequel. But it's so cool that Mel Brooks is still alive, and he either better make a cameo in the film. He's like 90 something. I think he's like 93, 94. So yeah, he's pretty old, but he better be in the film. And he better return as President Scroob. So yeah. Heck yeah. All right, buddy. Well, I'll call you later.
Okay.
All right, Shunk. Oh, Lantern. That guy's great. Well, Lantern told me, but that's all right. I guess I'll hold down the fort tonight. And oh, thanks, Lantern. Lantern already. I already posted the link, but he posted the link yet again. Oh, sweet. Pretty cool. All right. Well, let me just close the Discord, or I'll minimize the Discord. Wow. Looks like I'm holding down the fort. All righty. There we go. All right. Let's see. Alex says, I'm happy you're having such a great day. I am. It's been a pretty good day so far. What about you, Alex? What have you been up to? Let me know. Let me know. Well, I think we should start things off right, and I'm going to look up this Pixel told me, I don't know if it's a full trailer, but he told me it's a teaser trailer. So I'm just going to write in Spaceballs 2 teaser trailer, see if I can find it. Because I've got to see this. I'm curious. He told me while I was working out today, during my stream. So yeah. Yo, Banjo, what's up? Welcome back. Banjo, I just wanted to let you know, I saw what you said in the chat. You didn't see my apology until way later. I never banded you. I never put you in banishment. You decided to leave on your own. But I did feel like I owed you an apology, and I did apologize ages ago. So welcome back. Welcome back. So yeah. Because I feel like I yelled with undue haste, my friend. So I welcome you back. I welcome you back. Let's see. Alex says not much. Okay, I was just curious. All right, let's see if I can find this. This trailer. Or I guess it's a teaser trailer. So let me just open up another window, and I'm excited though. I'm excited. Spaceballs 2, because the first one is great. Now that I've had my coffee, I'm ready to watch Radar. Where is it? Right here, sir. Switch to Teleview. You know? I could recite that fucking movie. Not as much as Ghostbusters, but if you give me some time, I could probably recite it. So yeah. I am your father's brother's sister's cousin's former roommate. What's that make us? Absolutely nothing is what you're about to become. Prepare to die. And he's like, you have the ring. And I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. And Fears has got a prop. Spaceballs the coloring book. Spaceballs the t-shirt. Spaceballs the flamethrower. And Spaceballs the shaving cream. One of my favorite props. It's not my favorite prop that I have, but it's one of my favorite props. I like my Ghostbuster props. I like my Indiana Jones Shankara stone. I do plan on getting 2 more Shankara stones just to have the set. Technically, there's 5, but in the movie, you never see 5. They lost 2, and then there is 3, and then he loses 2 others that fall in the river, and then he gives 1 back to the to the village, to the villagers. So yeah. All right, let's see if I can find it. Spaceballs. To, I think Pixel said like teaser trailer. So let's see if that comes up. Teaser trailer. Okay. Oh, here it is. Spaceballs 2 official teaser trailer 2027. All right, so it's coming It's coming out in 2 years. Oh my God. Oh wow. Wow. I think this is it. All right, guys. I'm gonna watch. It's gonna be great. Let's see. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Howdy, Alex. What's up, Lantern? Hi, Lantern. I guess Museum's here, but I can't see him. What's up, Crumbles? Howdy, Crumbles. Welcome back, Banjo. Yes, welcome back. Welcome back. All right, here we go. I'm gonna. I love the trailer. I love the trailer thumbnail. It's got Lord Helmet, and his helmet is like zoomed up into frame, and kind of like, you know, Kylo Ren had Darth Vader's like burnt helmet. It's got Darth Helmet's, his big eyepiece, like it's cracked on one side, and it's burnt on this side, and then on this side it's perfect, because I remember his was an oversized helmet, and he would take this part and like tilt it up. So, and then he would tilt it back down. So, all right, here we go. Without further ado, I cannot wait. Here we go.
Our series is about a family who adopted a child.
Okay, hang on.
This is Natalia.
All right, here we go. Here we go. So I'm going to read all this. 38 years ago, there was only one Star Wars trilogy, but since then, there have been a prequel trilogy, a sequel trilogy, a sequel to the prequel. Let's see. A prequel to the sequel, countless TV spin-offs, a movie spin-off of the TV spin-off, which is both a prequel and a sequel, not to mention 2 Dunes, and then let it scroll up a little bit. Seven Jurassic Parks, 2 Avatar, plus upcoming Avatars, making 5 Avatars, 36 MCU movies with 2 different Robert Downey Jr.'s, DCU attempt number 1, DCU attempt number 2, an animated Lion King, a live-action Lion King, which I still need to watch. I bought it, but I still haven't watched it yet. I've watched the animated Lion King. Then it says a live-action animated Lion King prequel, 8 Harry Potter movies, a TV series remaking the same 8 Harry Potter movies, a whole streaming service of Star Trek, hell yeah, 7 Alien movies, 2 of which were also Predator movies, Alien versus Predator, that's right, not to be mistaken for the 6th Predator movie that are not also Alien movies. Yes, that's true. Then it says 1 Prometheus, which is kind of an Alien movie, but not really. 4 Beatles movies. Okay, nice. I like the Beatles. And then it says, but in 38 years, there's only been 1 Spaceballs. Oh! Not anymore! Ha 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 ha!
After 40 years, we asked, what do the fans want?
Yes?
But instead, we're making this movie.
Nice! Oh, it says Spaceballs, The Schwartz Awakens in 2027. I love it. It's not too much. It's not too little. It's just perfect. And Pixel told me that Rick Moranis is coming back as Lord Helmet. And I'll be honest, Mel Brooks looks fantastic for being in his, I think he's in his late 90s, middle 90s, 94, 95. Let me look up how old he is, because I'm just curious. I'm excited. That was a pretty nice trailer. Let's see. How old is Mel Brooks? Oh, wow. He's older than I thought. I thought he was 94. He's 98 years old. So 2 years away from 100. Damn. Oh, well, I'm sorry. 1 year. 1 year away. 1 year away. And I'm not saying this to be rude. I hope he stays alive long enough to be like President Scroob and Yogurt in the 2027 sequel. I really hope he makes it. You know, like you can't have Spaceballs 2 without Mel. The only way that I would tell them to do it is if he passed away like during production or before production, like still make the movie to honor his memory. But I hope he makes it because, man, he plays so good as Yogurt and he plays so good as President Scroob that he's got to make a triumphant return. Because if Rick Moranis is coming back for this, which Pixel told me he is, then, man, you got to have President Scroob in there. I liked it. Wow. So let me know in the chat. Did you guys watch the same one as I watched? I'm very excited. That looked good. And I liked his little tagline. He's like, after 40 years, we asked the fans, what do you want? And then he's like, instead, we're going to make this. Just like Mel Brooks. He's a comedic genius. He's fantastic. I'm very excited. Oh, hell yeah, I'm going to go see that in the theaters. Because I love the first Spaceball. I need to check my movie app. I don't think I've watched that yet and reviewed it for you guys. So if I haven't, I may watch that again tonight. If I already have, then I always watch it around Halloween, because it's kind of Halloweenish, with Star Wars and all that kind of stuff. I always watch that around Halloween time. So, Pixel, whenever you see this, pretty damn good teaser trailer, my friends. Let's see. Banjo says, oh no, it takes 24 hours to be able to go live. That's all right. That's okay. Yeah. If Lantern would just follow the rules, then, I'm like, I've told him a million times, listen, just go live, do your lives, do whatever the hell you want, and then when you get close, like I'm close to being out of stream time. I've probably got two more streams, and then they send me an email saying, oh, currently you're out of stream time. And then I wait like 5 or 6 days, and then bam, I've got more stream time on StreamYards. I've always done it like that. Always. So, Lantern's going to have to learn just to wait a couple of days, But if he doesn't, that's classic Lantern for you. But hopefully he learns eventually because, everybody enjoys his, his live streams, me included, Banjo, since you've been gone, I don't know if you heard, I sent Lantern a gift. I ran out, I hate to say it, I ran out of Fears Vlogs stickers and I ran out of Fears Man stickers. And so I only had a couple stickers left. I need to buy some. I had a whole bunch, but I put a whole bunch of stickers on my movie prop shelf, and then I put some on my where I keep all my hats and my belt buckles in my room. And then after I put all those stickers up, I was like, oh shit. So the Richie one that Richie gave me, I'm sorry, Visions gave me the Richie one. That is on, I think that's that one in my bedroom. But yeah. So after I got rid of I didn't get rid of them. After I used all the stickers on the plastic containers, I didn't have anything left. And I was like, oh shit. So I only had like some Halloween stickers left, and I was like, fuck. Because I wanted to send Lantern a Fears Vlog sticker or a Fears Man or both. So Lantern, I promise you, when I get some more, I'm going to send you 2 stickers of each. 2 Fears Vlogs, 2 Fears Man 26 stickers. I'll get you one. And then I got him, I read 2 comic books, and they were okay. I got Shark Man, or whatever the hell his name was, He's like half shark, half man. And I got that one free at a convention. I read it. It was kind of disappointing. And then I read a Deadpool one. I much rather enjoyed the Deadpool one, but I was like, if it would have been Superman comic, I probably would have kept it. But Deadpool, he's cool. He's all right, but he's no Superman. Because you guys know I love Superman way better. So I thought, oh, well, Lantern will enjoy these. So I put in 2 comic books. And then I put in the top 10 book. Now, Walter has already claimed this one. So this is... I'm going to stop calling it the top 10 book. Because it's got more than top 10. It's got all my notes in it. So now it is the Fears Man podcasts books. So anytime I need to refer, for my notes. So if anyone wants the Fears podcast book part 4, you can claim it now, and I will mail it to you. So there it is. Let's see here. Let's see. Lantern says, yep. So yeah. Well, also I brought Lantern back on my show when it was to make up for that, because I didn't kick him off. Lantern left, and some people were a bit bitter about that. So on my last show with all my buddies, I threw the link out to everybody. I think Larry couldn't come in. I think he was working. I sent Visions the link. But we got a lot of guests in there. We got me, Lantern, Sega, Tommy came in there for a couple of minutes, LC, and one other person. I can't remember. I think there was one other person. And Lantern stayed in there the whole time. So basically what happened was, I think everybody knows, but since you haven't been around in a while, is I said, hey, Lantern's more comfortable talking around a lot of group of people. If it's just one-on-one, and I'm not making fun of Lantern, I'm just being truthful, he's not really comfortable just talking to someone one-on-one. So I thought, all right, well, I said, I'll talk to Sega. I hadn't hung out with Sega in a while. I said, hey, Lantern, I'll call you back. And he said, okay. I said, just stay backstage. I said, give me like 15, 20 minutes. The moment I was going to bring him in, as I was going to click on his name, he just left. And so I tried to call him back. I was like, Lantern, where are you going? I'm about to bring you back into the show. And he literally wrote me and said, oh, I can't stay, Fierce. I got to go do something. And I went, oh, okay. And I was like, well, if you get done, come on back, buddy. And then I called him after the show and was like, yo, Lantern, are you mad about me? He's like, no, I just had to do something, Fierce. And I was like, all right, man. I said, well, hopefully you can stay for the rest of the show next time or whatever. So now I know some trolls didn't believe me, but I'm like, I swear, Scout's honor, that's exactly what happened. And I'm like, if you believe me, great. If you don't, then it is. But that's exactly what happened. You can ask Lantern about it, too. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, Pixel told me about the Spaceball thing this morning. Oh, I'm sorry, not this morning. At around 12 or 1, whenever I did my workout stream. And at first I was like, don't be toying with me, Pixel. Do not be toying with me. I'm like, this better be for real. So, thank God it's for real. I don't understand why they didn't wait. I'm sorry, I don't know why they made us wait 38 years. Why couldn't they have done this like a couple years after the first one, But I guess it's like Spaceballs is kind of like a fine wine, Maybe they've been working on the script the whole time and it wasn't good or everyone didn't agree on it. Or they waited until more sci-fi stuff came out because it doesn't just rip off, Star Wars. They rip off a lot of Star Wars, but they rip off, in the original, they rip off Star Trek, Star Wars, Alien, what else? What was the other one? They ripped off like 5 or 6, like real big, like sci-fi movies. But those are the biggies. I think they kind of ripped off Predator a little bit, and I love when the alien comes out of the guy, like they're eating, and he's like, waitress, what did he order? And he's like, oh, he ordered the special. He's like, the special, that's what I ordered. Change mine to the soup. And he's like, good move, Barf, good move. And the fucking alien comes out of his chest, and he's like, oh no, not again. And then he like fucking faints and shit. That's a classic scene. Then the little alien starts doing a little dance number, and he's like, doing that with his hat and shit. And I was like, oh yeah, this is good. The coffee scene's great. And then he's like, instant cassettes. They're out in stores before the movie's finished. Nah. Here it is, sir. Spaceballs. Good work, Corporal. Prepare to fast forward. Fast forward. Fast forward. And then it just like flies through the movie and he's like, right here. Stop. What the hell am I looking at? When does this happen in the movie? Now. Everything that's happening now is happening now. Go back to then. Can't. I just missed it. Where? Now. We're at now. So hopefully they bring back a few little trademarks from the first one and goes into the second one because I'm really excited. So Pixel, it's not that I didn't believe you, but epic news like that, I have to find out for myself. So 1, Pixel, I appreciate you telling me about it. 2, I'm so glad it's the truth. I'm so glad. It sucks that we have to wait 1 more year. So that means they're probably filming it right now and it's going to come out in 2027, but at least we'll get it. Again, I just hope that Mel Brooks, I did not know that he was close to 100. I knew he was in his 90s. I just didn't know that he was, I thought he was like, 92, 93, 94, somewhere in there. Had no idea he was 98. So that means by the time the film comes out, he'll be 100. So I hope he makes it. He seems like he's in pretty good health because in the teaser, he was sitting in a chair and he sounded really excited and he sounded like he still had a lot of energy. And I was like, hey man, that's cool. If you're in good health, don't stop making movies. Like Fears will keep making vlogs and streams until the day I die. Hell, I told my brother, if you want to live stream my funeral, upload it. And he's like, you sure? I'm like, oh yeah. And then I'll probably hand over the channel to either my brother or to Shelton, my new nephew, and be like, all right, I did my deed. I did my work. Now it's time for the younger generation. Keep the channel flowing. Keep the content flowing. Keep going nuts. Keep going ballistic. Oh, yeah. Lantern, you going to see that in the theater? Crumbles, you going to see in the theater? Banjo, Alex, let me know. Obviously, I think everyone's going to, or I know for a fact I'm going to see it in the theaters. I'm talking, and they better have a collector's cup this time. They better not pull that Indiana Jones bullshit. Oh yeah, Mr. Fears, we have a collector's cup. Right on. Sega showed me the collector's cup. So I know they had it. I get there, oh no, we don't have any collector's cup. And I'm like, that's bullshit. You're lying. Because my friend works at a movie theater. So either they didn't order any or they sold out real quick and by the time I got there. But I saw that Indiana Jones movie the second day it was out. Because I had to work the other day and I couldn't go in or some shit. So I know that they were lying. Or they ran out. Or both. They ran out and then they lied to me. Because I called the theater and I said, hey, I'm a big fan of Indiana Jones. I usually vlog my favorite experiences at the movies. Hey, can you confirm? And they're like, oh yeah, we're getting some. I'm like, okay, great. I'm like, well, save me one. I'm like, can you guys write my name down? They took my name. And they're like, oh yeah, you're good. And I went, okay, cool. And I said, I can't come the first day. And they went, oh, they're like, that's fine. So whoever I talked to either didn't know or the person was lying to me. Because that one lady that hooked me up, she's so nice. The lady that hooked me up with the Beetlejuice cup, the bar cup, because that's all they had left. I don't blame her. She's cool as fuck. She's not the main manager. She's the assistant manager. You guys have seen her on the vlog. She loves being on the vlogs. She's so nice. She's so cute. She's adorable. And she's like, oh yeah, Fears, go nuts. Film whatever you want. Go ballistic. And I was like, hell yeah, give me a pound. And she pounded. And I said, do you have any? She's like, Beetlejuice is real popular. So we ran out. I was like, oh, come on. She's like, but I got a bar cup. And I said, a bar cup is good enough for me. And she gave it to me. Hell yeah. Yeah, what's up, Bo Seamus? He says the foil ball is back. Well, it never left. It just went from here, and I added some more foil, and I forgot to put it back for a couple days, but it's been sitting on my kitchen table for like days, and then I finally just put it back today. So yeah. And it seems like it has more hair in it. Oh, no hair, but more foil. I put two more sheets of foil on it. So, yeah. Target acquired, moving to intercept. Listen, Seamus. Lantern is messing around with his hair business, all right? I've told you. If Lantern does not give you any hair within a year, so let's just make it simple. If Lantern does not give you any hair by my next birthday, so not this birthday coming up when I'm 42, if Lantern doesn't give you any hair by my birthday, October 28th, 2026, then I swear, I'll even come on camera. I'll go snip, snip, snip. I'll put a little rubber band around it, and I will mail you some hair. Because I'm sick of Lantern saying, well, maybe, Seamus. I don't know. And I'm like, just give him some hair. You know? And I'm not mad at Lantern. I'm just like, Lantern, you got to fulfill, like, you can't be stringing, hence the pun, you can't be stringing a longbow Seamus. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. What's up, Russ? He says, foil ball looks solid. Nice job. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Mr. Lantern promised me he hid his hair in the foil ball and dared me to steal it. I swear. There's no hair in there. I swear. But try to steal it if you dare. I swear. And then Mr. Lantern says, is it about hair, Seamus? Do you swear it's about hair, Seamus? Lantern, this is going to go on forever, buddy. It's about hair, Mr. Lantern. Oh, I know it is. I know it is. I'm gonna call Mr. Lantern right now. We gotta get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna invite Mr. Lantern back into the show, and I'm gonna hang out with Lantern for a little while, and then we'll get to the topics. Anyway, give me 1 second here. Oh Lord. All right, here we go, Mr. Lantern. Lantern.
Okay.
Yo, Mr. Lantern, what's going on?
Not much.
All right, Lantern, let's break down this hair thing. Let me break it down. So, why do you keep promising Seamus some hair and then you don't produce any hair?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And don't say I don't know. Like, give me an honest answer. Give me an honest answer, Lantern.
Yep.
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 But there's got to be more to it than that, Lantern. Like, are you just toying with Bo Seamus, or do you think you'll actually get him some hair?
I don't know yet.
I think you should.
Yep.
I really think you should, man. I mean, everyone's depending on you to get some hair. Seamus wants that hair to create like a clone of Mr. Lantern.
Yep.
Oh, it can be done, Lantern. It can be done.
Mm-hmm.
It can be done, Lantern. So, Lantern, did you watch that Spaceballs trailer?
Uh-huh.
Now, who told you about it? Did Pixel tell you? Because Pixel told me when I think I did my workout stream 12:30, 1 o'clock-ish, and I was running. Pixel came in and was like, hey, Fears, big news. And I was like, what's up? And I'm trying to remember. Crumbles came in, Visions came in, Pixel, Alex, and a couple other people. And Pixel told me the good news. He was like, Fears, Spaceballs 2. So who told you about Spaceballs 2? Did Pixel tell you it?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice. Now, did you watch it? Because you got there late to my workout stream. Did Pixel just write you and say, hey, Lantern, Spaceballs 2? Did he write to you, or did you see it when you came into my stream late?
I saw it.
You saw it? Okay.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of it? Did you like it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know Mel Brooks was that old, though. Like, did you know that he was 98 years old?
Yeah.
You did? I had no idea, Lantern. And I was like, damn, he's old. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. I had no idea he was that old. And, but hey, you know what, man? If he's still, like, kicking and he's still alive, I give him a lot of credit, man. He's still making movies and he's 98 years old. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's going to be good, Mr. Lantern? I mean, that's going to be Spaceballs is going to be a hard movie to top.
Yeah.
I mean, because sometimes sequels,
Oh man.
sometimes they're good and sometimes they're bad. What do you think? What do you think about the sequel? Lantern?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Lantern, give me your thoughts on the sequel.
Mm.
You think it's going to be good?
Yeah, very good.
Do you think it'll out-top the first one? You think? I don't know. I don't know if it'll out-top the first one. I think it'll be maybe just as good as the first one. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if I'm wrong and they out-top it, I mean they have a lot. They have a lot to. They have a lot to like do a parody on. There's been a lot more Trek come out since then. There's been a lot more Star Trek. There's been a lot more Predator movies. There's been a lot more Alien movies that have came out since then. So they have a lot to parody at their fingertips. Maybe that's the reason why they waited so long. They're like, oh, we'll wait until a shitload more of sci-fi movies come out, so we have a lot to play with. And I'm like, there you go. But I don't think they should have made the fans wait 38 years. That's just my 2 cents on it. But yeah.
Yeah.
So Lantern, you got any big plans this weekend?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Not much.
You just going to church and that's about it?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I can make it to church and to Jeff's show because church and the toy show land on the same day. It's this Sun. Hang on, is it this Sunday? Let's see. Hang on, let me check my calendar. It is. It is.
Yep.
So Father's Day is Sunday, and the show, the Orlando Summer Show, which is one of my favorite shows. I'm not missing that for nothing. And I may tomorrow I may have to go to Walmart and buy a new memory chip because I'm so far behind. I've been filming the new stuff on memory cards, and I just maxed out the other one. So for tomorrow's vlog, for Sunday's vlog, I may have to buy a new memory chip because I've got 7 old vlogs, but I've got a bunch of new ones. I still got what was it? I have all the Lego convention that me and LC went to. Then I have fucking what was that big ass one that me and LC went to? What's it called? It was that one show that there was so many people there. I got like an anxiety attack because there was like over 120,000 people, and I cannot fucking remember what it was called. God, I'm gonna have to ask LC what it was, but I've got all that, and I bought 2 memory chips for Atlanta because we went there 2 days, and there was so much to film with that big ass show. That I knew 1 memory chip wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't.
Yeah.
So I was like, I better grab another one. So probably I'm gonna have to buy a new one for Sunday. But at least I have extra because I know I'd rather have extra memory chips. Whenever I go home, I always max out like 3 memory chips whenever I go hang out with my friends and my family in St. Louis. Last time I only brought 2, and I had to sit for a day and download footage to my hard drive, and I was like, I don't want to have that happen. So at least I'll have extra memory chips whenever I go. Anyway, well, I'm going to let you go, buddy, but I just wanted to have you on and have a little segment with Mr. Lantern. You had dinner yet?
Yeah.
What'd you have?
And the burgers and fries.
What was it? Burgers and fries?
Yeah.
Nice. What'd you have on it? Were they cheeseburgers?
Yeah.
Wow. Man, I haven't had a cheeseburger in quite a while. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to eat more healthier, Mr. Lantern. I'm trying to get the weight off.
Yeah.
I may make some rice and a chicken breast, and then have a salad. So, I think that's what I'm gonna do tonight. But whenever I go and hang out with my family, I gotta pick out on some Emo's pizza. Lantern, I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance, you gotta try that Emo's pizza, buddy.
Yep.
That is some good shit.
Yep.
Anyway, Well, enjoy your night off, buddy, and I guess we'll see you next week. Since the stream time is crapped out, I guess.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do my classic line: StreamYards, get your head out of your ass and let Lantern stream in peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We need to start a petition, Lantern. StreamYards, you son of a bitch, leave Mr. Lantern alone. Leave him alone. Let him stream in peace. Who cares if he goes over his stream time? Let Lantern do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yep.
I doubt that's gonna happen, Lantern, you know.
Nope.
I hope they don't ban you. Like, eventually they're gonna be like, oh, this fucking Lantern guy, like, keeps, you know, we have to keep suspending him. I hope they don't ban you forever, buddy.
Yeah.
But, well, we'll see you next week. And, Lantern, you are welcome to come hang out at Casa de Fears anytime you want. So, you let me know, and if you come down, I'll definitely take you to Disney, buddy.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there with your family?
No.
Oh, man, it's a good time. It's a good time, buddy. I went there alone. I've went there. The only person I haven't took yet, Randall lives so far away. I haven't took Randall yet, but Randall said at some point he wants to go with me. He's just taking care of his mom right now. His mom was like really sick for a couple of weeks, so I said, oh, obviously, take care of your mom, you know. All right, well, I'm going to let you go, buddy.
Hey.
All right, shunk. See you later. Yeah. Fucking Lantern. Oh, that guy's good. Maybe one day Lantern will come on down here. Same thing with Sega. I'm going to probably have to go visit Sega. I keep asking him to come down. I keep asking him, maybe Fears. I'm like, Sega, just come on down. Well, I'll let you know, Fears. I'm like, Sega, don't even worry about it. So I'm saving my money up. I'll probably go visit, you know, Sega. Anyway. Mr. Lantern says the volume is low. Oh, okay, hang on, Lantern. Let me turn up my volume. Well, yesterday it was sounding like a freaking robot, so I had to turn my volume down. All right, let me turn it up a little bit, Mr. Lantern. Hang on. Let me fiddle with this real quick. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Yeah, whenever I call someone, it dials down. That's right. Let me turn it back up, Mr. Lantern. Hang on. There we go. Let me just turn it up a little bit more. How's that, Lantern? I'm turning them all up. There we go. All right, let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see, where did I leave off? I left off with Mr. Bo Seamus saying, Lantern promised me he hit his... Oh, I read that, and then... Is it about hair, Mr. Lantern? What's your question, Seamus? And then, nice stream. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. What show? It is called... It's my buddy Jeff's Florida Toy Show and Expos. And if you want more information, here's the website, FloridaToyShowsAndExpos.com. Or go to his Facebook page. But Jeff puts on at least 20 shows a year, you know, if not more. This one's kind of old. Like, probably by the time we get to August, or even when I go to this show, I guarantee you when I go to the June show, Jeff will already have an updated this, and so I'll get an updated schedule. Throw this one away in the garbage, and then I'll have an updated one to show you guys. But if you want more information, he's got a website, he's got a Facebook, and it's always at Florida Toy Shows and Expos. And he told me that he's always had a YouTube channel, and he made one years ago, but he only uploaded like 1 or 2 videos, and then he said, Fears, I didn't really know how YouTube works, so I kind of hid my channel. He goes, now that I've seen you and Adam the Woo come and other YouTubers come to my shows, you and others have inspired me, Fears. So he said, I unhid my channel, and he goes, there's going to be a bunch of content coming soon. And I said, well, I'll continue to put content on my channel, buddy, because I said, I love filming there. I said, I love going to your shows and going nuts. And so he goes, oh, yeah. He goes, Fears, keep doing your show. He goes, keep talking about it. He goes, that's just self-promotion. I said, well, you know, we're buddies. And I said, I try to help out my friends. That's why whenever I buy something, you know, from Vision's website, I always try to throw them a plug, or or if I do an unboxing, which I haven't done one in quite a while. So last time I talked to Vision, I said I'm going to buy something very soon, in about a month or two. So that'll be coming soon. But yep. Let's see here. Volume always gets low when I'm talking on Discord. Yeah, it does. It does. But I fixed it. I fixed it, Mr. Lantern. So yeah. So I always try to help him out. I told Jeff, and he said, "Oh, Fears, I may have to take you up on your offer." He said, "Fears, if I gave you some money, would you edit some of my content?" I was like, "Oh, hell yeah." I'm like, me getting paid and editing, and it's something that I like doing. A big thumbs up, my friend. I said anything to get me away from the factory. Which I'm still looking for a better job. I've found things here and there, but until I find something solid, I'm not going to quit that job. So yeah. Bo Seamus asks, Fears, when are you going to the new Universal park? The Mario World is all the rage. That'll get Sega visiting. Oh, what? After he sees me go? Because Sega, he told me, even though he's not subscribed, he does watch here and there. And I haven't went yet. Jeff already took his daughter, Bo Seamus, and I was like, Jeff, how was it? Because there's Epic Universe consists of 4 park areas. There's the Universal Monsters, there's Nintendo World, and then the other 2 I can't. Hell, let me just look them up. But very soon, Bo Seamus, I thought about either going by myself after my aunt and my uncle and all my friends, all my cousins come, or if they want to go, I'll take them. Because I don't have a pass, so I would have to buy a ticket for a day, which is not a problem because I make enough in my paycheck. It'll probably be like $100 because before I got a season pass for Disney, sometimes they would have specials. So the most I've ever had to pay for a Disney ticket is like $120, but that was for 3 days. Because if you buy it in bulk without a pass, then they charge you less. The least I've ever had to pay for a Disney ticket was like $85, but now I just pay for my season pass, and you pay one fee at the beginning of the year, and then you get free parking, you get all the perks all through the year. Which I've only used it twice this year. But around my birthday and around Christmas, I go a lot, for a bunch of footage. So if my family doesn't want to go, Bo Seamus, then after they leave, I'll probably go then, and I'll film that before I go visit my my family, because my cousins and my aunt, they're my extended family. My closer family, where it's just me, my brother, Enzo, my mom, my dad, all those guys. So I'll either film it while my cousins and my aunt and uncle are here, or if they don't want to do it, as soon as they leave, I'll do it before I go on my big trip in August. So there we are. Let me look up the actual parks. I know there's the Universal Monsters. Really, because really all I care about, I grew up watching all those Universal Monster cartoons and movies. So I want to explore that land, and then I grew up on Nintendo. So what are the lands in Epic Universe? So here we go. So, okay, so here they are. There's Super Nintendo World, Dark Universe. This land has been inspired by the Universal classic monster movies of the 1930s, 1940s, and 1950s, featuring attractions, dining, and shopping experiences based on the characters like Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman, the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Bride of Frankenstein, and Dracula. So there's those 2. Nintendo World is pretty self-explanatory. The third one is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, and then the 4th land is How to Train Your Dragon, which I saw like one of those movies back in the day, and they were okay. So I have no interest of going in that area. And then the fifth one is the Celestial Park. The center hub will serve as the entrance and connecting point to all the other themed lands throughout the park, offering a mix of fantasy, action, adventure, and comedy. Okay, so there you are. So really, all I care about is Dark Universe with all the Universal monsters and Super Nintendo World. So, to answer your question, Bo Seamus, very soon. Very, very, very soon. I've just been trying to catch up with all my old content. You know? So, yeah. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. So, hopefully soon. All right. There we are. Well, I want to thank Lantern for coming in. There we are. I've seen the, Bo Seamus, I've seen the videos and other people going to it. The lands look great. Even the ones that I don't care about, I'm like, oh, wow, they're detailed pretty good, you know. But anyway. Well, since Lantern can't stream tonight, I guess I'll go a little bit longer. Because after this, I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to try to finish that vlog tonight so I can get it up tomorrow. So, yeah. Russ says, you should be in advertising. I would love that, Russ. An advertising or a marketing job. Even Jeff said, he goes, Fears, he goes, if you ever did any, like, marketing for me, he goes, like, could I hire you for that? And I said, Jeff, I said, if you gave me a full-time job to advertise and market your Florida toy shows, and I made enough money to quit my job at the factory, I went, oh, hell yeah. And he was like, let me think about it, Fears. I'll throw you some money to edit my videos here and there. So, and Jeff wants to be on the podcast. So I'm going to get him on the podcast here pretty soon when I get some more stream time, because I'm almost out. I probably got enough stream time to do one more StreamYards. I should invest and just do all my streams on StreamYards, but I'm too cheap to buy it per month. I'm like, if I can get it for free, then why not? But it's like an investment. I should invest in it. But yeah, an advertising or a marketing job would be fucking sweet. So yeah. Let's see here. Boo Sega for not subscribing. Well, I don't know why he doesn't subscribe. You know, me and Sega are like the best of friends. Speaking of which, let me give him a call. Let me see if he's on. Love Muddy Men. Whoa. Let's see. You're a friend of Richie's. You're a friend of mine. Nice to meet you. Richie's nuts, but me and Richie have been friendly over the years. Man, Visions and other people, like, I didn't know I knew he was into like mud wrestling or whatever, and he was into the singlets and the challenges, but I gotta be honest. The next time I have Richie on my show, I have to ask him about that dirty diaper. I'm gonna be like, Richie, what in the blue hell made you eat out of a dirty fucking diaper? It was Visions and somebody else that showed me the photo, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's disgusting. That's gross. So yeah. Anyway. What up, Mr. Lantern? Let me try to get Sega in here. Let me give him a little call real quick. Well, hopefully one day. I hope one day he'll resubscribe. Sega got really mad about my ex-girlfriend, like when I got together with her, and I tried to explain. I'm like, well, Sega, I'm glad that didn't happen. I said, I'm glad that didn't work out because she turned into an evil, cheating bitch. But even if it would have worked out, I would have been like, Sega, wouldn't you be happy for me? Like if Sega told me he's trying to date that one girl across the street, I was like, Sega, if that worked out, buddy? I said, if that worked out, I said, I would be happy for you, man. And he was like, yeah, I just got a little jealous. I said, there's nothing to be jealous about, Sega, you know? So, yeah. Let's see if I can get him call him. Let's see if he picks up. Oh, it's ringing. Hang on. Sega! Sega, what's up?
What is going on right now, Fears?
What's up, man? How you been?
I'm okay. What are you calling me for?
Well, everyone was saying hi to you, and I was telling everybody about my trip coming up, and they were like, you know how you want to get Sega to come? And I was like, yeah. I said, how could I get Sega to come? And they said, Fears. They said, go to Epic Universe and go to Nintendo World without him. Then that'll get his ass down here. And I was like, maybe one day Sega will go to Epic Universe. You know? Anyway.
Yes.
But I'll whenever I upload that video, you'll have to watch it. So yeah.
Fears?
So
right now I'm busy watching the hockey game.
Oh wait a minute. Who's winning? Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, it's right now Florida is just dominating. It's 3-0.
So who's playing it? It's Florida versus who?
Edmonton Oilers.
Okay. Well, hell, at least Florida's winning. Hell yeah, buddy. 2-0. And what's your
3-0.
I'm sorry, 3-0.
I don't know why Florida is dominating. I hate them. They took out my team. They eliminated the Leafs.
Well, dude, I mean, I live here, so I gotta support them. But whenever I come to visit you, I'm gonna be supporting the Leafs, man. So what's your friend's name?
Clayton.
Clayton, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Nice to meet you. Hey, I've been a big fan and friend of Sega for quite a long time. Have Sega get you to subscribe to my channels, FearsMan26 and Fears Vlogs. You got to get him to subscribe, Sega.
I don't know about that, Fears.
Well,
he's not really into like an online influence like me.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
No.
just show him my channels. If he wants to subscribe, that'd be great. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi, buddy, and I'll probably have you on the show this weekend, like either Saturday or Sunday if you can, because I'm going to a big toy show, and if you want to come on and stream with me, you're more than welcome, buddy.
I don't know. Like, I'm going to be working Saturday, and then I'm streaming Sunday.
Okay, well, if you finish early on Sunday, let me know, because the show is on Sunday, buddy.
I'll try, but
yeah.
I don't know if I'll be ending early or not, because I'm busy enjoying Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay, well, if you can't come in on Sunday, then I'll have you on next Monday, buddy.
Okay.
All right, cool. I'll see you later, Sega. Peace out, buddy.
Yes, ma'am. Bye.
Peace. Well, apparently Sega is watching the show, and Florida is dominating against the Leafs. There you go. There you go. Nice. Well, there it is. Russ says, oh no, I'll be honest, Russ, I've lived here, 6 years now? And I've never even seen the Florida teams play. I don't even know the Florida team's name. I should actually go to a game at some point. But yeah, so there it is. So yeah. I love my home teams, though. St. Louis, baby. I want to see a St. Louis Blues hockey game. I haven't been to one in forever. I watch them every now and then on the TV, but I want to actually physically go to a game. It's been a minute since I've seen a St. Louis Cardinals baseball game, and it's been a minute since I've seen a hockey game. So yeah. Anyway. All right. Let's move on to the first topic, shall we? All right. Alrighty. So, what are the most 5 epic places I've ever traveled to? I've traveled a lot. I've only traveled to one country, but I've been to England like 25 times in my life. So there's certain spots in England that I like more than others. And then I've been to almost every 50 states. Not every, I haven't been to all 50 states, but almost. So yeah. So I'll try to pick out, let's see here. 5 best vacation spots that I've been to. I would say number 1, just England in general was pretty good. The last time I went to England was 2011. So I'm overdue to visit my family. That's another trip I want to do. I got to be in my cousin Samantha's British wedding, and I've never been to a British wedding. It's almost the same as an American wedding. They just have slight differences. So yeah. And I got to be an usher. I ushered everyone to their seats, so that was pretty cool. So England. And then I got to say New York City. LC doesn't think this counts, but our plane got delayed. And it was me, my mom, my dad, my brother, and our plane got delayed, and they had to refuel the plane. And I guess they had ice on the wings, and they had to shave off that. So there was a whole. They said, "Oh, the plane may be delayed for a couple of hours," and it went from a couple hours to a lot of hours. It went from 2 hours, because 2 hours is a couple, and then they said, "Oh, it may be 4 or 5 hours." Then it went to 6 hours. So my dad's like, "Well, we got some time to kill," and my dad's like, "Hey, John, me and your mom have had New York pizza before," because my dad and my mom went to New York before. That was my first time, though, with me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. And he's like, "You guys want to go get some authentic New York pizza?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." And from what I remember, the pizza was pretty damn good. So I'm going to say it counts. But I do plan on going back to New York City because I want to see all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie locations. I want to see all the Park Is Mine movie locations, and I want to see all the Ghostbuster movie locations. I'll hit them all while I'm there. I'll just bam, 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 bam. I'll hit them all there at some point. So New York and Escape from New York, because they shot in 2 areas of New York for Escape from New York. New York City. New York City. Number 3 would be LA. LA. Number 5. Number 4. I'm getting tired. Number 4 would be probably Chicago. Me, my mom, my dad, we went bike riding in Chicago, and it was a lot of fun. And then my mom didn't do it, but me and my dad and my brother, we went swimming in Lake Michigan. My dad dared me and my brother to jump in, and then my dad's like, "Fuck it, I'll jump in too." So we all jumped in. I don't know if we weren't supposed to do that, but we did. So Chicago was pretty badass. Chicago, and then number 5 would have to be, let's see here, probably Colorado. I went to Colorado twice. With church, I went to a church camp in Colorado, and we went whitewater rafting, and we went rock rappelling. We didn't, it's not cliff diving. I don't know what you call it. We didn't climb up the mountain. We rappelled down. We went rappelling down a little mountain, and that was a lot of fun. So, Colorado. So those would be my 5 best vacation spots so far. But as soon as I go to Hawaii one day and back to England, then this list will change dramatically. So yeah. Alrighty. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. I almost made it. We've been going an hour, and I thought, could I make it all the way through? Apparently not. So I'll be right back. Check out the Florida toy shows while I'm gone. I'll be right back. Hopefully this doesn't fall down. I hope it stays up. Bam! Check out the shows. Please come to a show. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, good. The schedule did not fall down. I was worried. I thought maybe the schedule would have fallen down. All right, here we are. There we go. Here we go. All right, let's see. Let me just scroll back up and see, where did I leave off? Oh man, I missed a lot. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Mr. Lantern says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fart. That's right, Lantern. I did go number 2. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Fart. Damn Pew. Beers will be right back. That's right. Don't go anywhere, dudes. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Lantern, are you a friend of Mud Play? Oh wow. That's quite the question, isn't it? I know Richie is. Beers is taking a long ass snake turd. It was I don't know if it was a long ass snake turd, Lantern, but it was definitely a turd. Oh Lord. Yo, Visions, what's up? Good to see you in the chat. It's been a while. I would read what you wrote, but I guess I was too late. I'll hopefully catch the next one, but good to see you, my friend. Fears flushed himself down the toilet. No, I did not, Lantern. I just had to use the restroom. But there you are. That was funny, though, Lantern. Good one, Lantern. All right now, Lantern. Let's see. Everybody leave this stream. Damn, Lantern! Don't do that, Lantern. Don't do that. Don't do that, Lantern. Crumble says, okay, I'll do that. Thanks, Lantern. I'll leave and watch Richie streams it. No, don't do that, Crumbles. Come on, buddy. You little bastard. Well, hopefully Crumbles comes back. All right, well, I'm back. I'm back on the attack, Jack. I'm all caught up. All right, let's see. What's next? What's next on the old list? Well, let's see here. I'm going to do some deep questions. I haven't seen these questions. I just looked them up before the stream, found it, and there you are. All right, so let's dig deep into it. Let's see here. All right, first question. Let's see here. There we are. Let me open it up so it's there we are. I wanted to open it up so it was a little bit bigger. So let's see here. All right, it says, if you died tonight, what would you regret not doing? Not saying goodbye to the fans, not saying goodbye to my friends and my family. So, not saying goodbye to the people I love and care about. Because I care about 3 groups of people. The fans, you guys, my friends, and obviously my family. Those 3 I care and love about a lot. All right, number 2. I never write down the questions. I always write down the answers to these. Let's see. What will people say about you at your funeral? I would say that I was always a good friend, positive energy, because I take my ADD and I take all that raw energy and put it into good. So always a good friend, positive energy always, except for Quentin and Yakov. I'll be honest, I don't want to lie. I do not like those 2 idiots, so that would be the only negative energy that I throw their way because they deserve it. Always a good friend, positive energy, loving. I always lend an ear to a friend or a family member that needs me. I do talk a lot, but I'm also a good listener. So, good listener. That one kind of threw me off, though, because I wasn't expecting that question, because I haven't seen these. I just wrote deep questions, and then I just said, oh, that one looks good. And then there you are. So that one kind of, because I never really thought about that. Like, what would people say at my funeral? Hopefully they'd say all good things, you know? So, yeah. All right. I'm only going to do about 10 of these, and then we're going to move on. So that's all I can think of right now. Always a good friend, positive energy, loving, good listener. Passionate, because I never give up on my friends or my family. I never give up on making my life better. I never give up on my content. So passionate. Let's see. Number 3. Let's see. Do you like who you are now? Yes, I do. But I would say there's room for improvement always. But I do like myself. So, yes, and then I'm going to put comma. Always more room for improvement. Okay. Welcome back from the stinky, smelly room, boy. Well, thanks, Lantern. I appreciate that. Lantern, I can't believe you got Crumbles to leave. What the hell, man? What the hell, Lantern? Unbelievable. All right. What are we on? I'm only going to do 10 of these. Number 4. When was the last time you laughed so hard you almost peed? Oh, Lord. It was either in a Lantern show, because all the guys hanging out always makes me laugh hysterically, or Randall really makes me laugh. You know, Randall comes up with some funny shit, too. So, any of those. So, I'm going to write down any Lantern show. Or when I hang out with Randy, because Randy is a pretty funny guy. Or a Randy hangout. All right. Let's see what else. What's next? Let's see. Number 5, and then I think we're just going to do 10 deep questions, and then we're going to move on. Okay, let's see. Would you relocate to a place where you don't have any friends or family? I already did that. Here. Oh, no, wait. Randall's here, so that one doesn't really count. No, I would have to have someone close by. So I'm going to put no, have to have someone close by. Because whenever I'm in a jam and I really need a friend to talk to or hang out, Randall either comes here or LC, or I drive to Randall's. I just hate that Randall's an hour and 45 minutes away, and that's on a good day. Like, without traffic, I can probably get there in about 45 minutes, but there's always traffic, so it always takes me like an hour and... I think the quickest I've ever gotten to Randall's is like maybe 55 minutes, if that, 55. But normally it's like an hour and 10 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes, but if there's a lot of traffic, you're looking at an hour and 45 minutes, so almost 2 hours. That's why I usually like just stay the night and then I drive back the next day. All right. Question number 7. Let's see here. Let's see. Where did I leave off? What is your personal philosophy in life? I would say it's a couple of things. Live life to the fullest. Be a good person. Do your best in whatever you do, whether it's YouTube, your job, both that, anything. So I'm going to put down a few things. So, because you're only here once, so live life to the fullest. / be a good person. And I try to be a good person to almost everybody, because I'm not going to lie, I don't like some people in this world, but my philosophy is, if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. You be a dick to me, I'll be a dick to you. Most people are like that, So, but to answer this question, live life to the fullest, be a good person as much as you can be. that's a good way to put it. Be a good as much as you can. Do your best. Do your best in whatever you're trying to do, whether it's a job, YouTube, a marriage, whatever. Just do your best. Do the best with what God gave you. Do your best. So that would be my philosophy. Live your life to the fullest. Be a good person as much as you can. And then do your best in whatever you're trying to do in your life. Do your best. And then I can't leave out my friends and my family, because there is no John Fears without my friends and my family. So love your friends and your family as much as you can, the most. So because friends, they come and go, but family's always there. So love. But like Eric and Randy are like brothers to me. So I don't even consider Randy and Eric to be friends anymore. They're like my brothers. So, because we've been through thick and thin. So love your friends and your family. I mean, that's a given. That's a given. All right. Let's see. Number 8. Let's see here. Let's see, where did I leave off? What is your worst memory of elementary school? Oh, God. Probably eating in the bathroom when idiot bullies just terrorized me to death. And I said, all right, well, because this is before my dad gave me the best piece of advice. He's like, John, never start a fight. Try to ignore them. And then my dad's like, but if they push you, knock their ass out. And I was like, really, Dad? He goes, yeah. He goes, don't. He goes, and my dad was very strict on this. He said, I never want to hear you starting a fight, John. He goes, but if they invade your personal space, if they push you, they hit you, he goes, you knock their ass out. So a lot of times I would ignore them, and I just got sick and tired of them. And I was like, I just want to eat my lunch in peace. So sometimes I would walk to the nurse's office and just say, can I just sit in your office and just eat? And if sometimes she said yes, sometimes she said no. If she said no, then I would just go inside the bathroom. I would just sit in the stall. And like where the toilet paper is, I would just put my sack lunch there. And I would buy my little milk, and I would drink my milk, and I would just put my sack lunch like where where that little stand where the toilet paper is. And I would just sit on the toilet and just eat my lunch. And then I would throw my because sometimes I brought my lunch pail, and sometimes my mom would put my lunch like in a brown paper sack. And if it was a brown paper sack, I would just throw it away, and then I would just wait outside the bathroom until the bell would ring. So yeah, oh man, I hated those days. So eating my lunch, because it wasn't every day, but a lot of days. Eating my lunch in the bathroom. Because people can be very cruel in this world, unfortunately. I wish everybody was as nice as me, but there's good people in this world. There's bad people. Try to surround yourself with as many good people as possibly as you can. So, yeah. All right, number 9. Let's see, number 9. Let's see. Do you prefer looks or brains? When it comes to women, I like a good balance of both. I know that's kind of a half-ass answer, but I don't just go just for one thing. Because if you go just for looks, then you're kind of a pig. She can be the hottest piece of ass in the world, but if she has no personality, no brains, then, But if you're not attracted to her, then what's the point? So I like a good balance of both brains and personality and looks. So I'm going to put a good balance of both. Now, my one buddy in film school, he was like, oh, no, Fears, all I care about is tits and ass. And I'm like, well, good for you. That's not me. That never will be me. Fears knows, if you guys have learned anything about Fears, I know what I like and I know what I don't like, And I'm like, I would look at my friend, I'm like, well, dude, you're a pig. I never said that to him, but that's what I thought. What I really said to him was, yeah, but don't you care about personality and don't you care about getting along with the chick? He's like, Fears, if she has some good tits and ass, trust me, I'll get along with her. And I was like, Okay, whatever, buddy. I was like, good for you. Good for you. But in my mind, that's what I said to him. But in my mind, I was like, I need a balance of both personality, brains, and good looks. So, a good balance of both. All right, number 10. Let me, I keep losing my spot. Let's see, where am I? What's one trait of your personality you'd like to change about yourself? I wish I didn't have ADD. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. I'm glad that I have ADD because I put all that raw energy into the shows, into my vlogs, into my work, into my family, into my life. And normally I use all my energy for both, but sometimes the energy gets overwhelming to people, and I don't want to scare anybody off. And if I get really excited about something, you guys have seen me in the vlogs, I get really, really, really excited about certain things, and I don't want to ever scare anyone off. A few times I've scared people off back in the day. Not so much as an adult, because I've kind of got a handle on it now. Whenever I can feel myself getting super excited, I just try to put that raw energy into, like, my job or my passion or my editing or whatever, and normally it balances me out. But back in the day, man, I was a wild animal as a kid. I was bouncing off the walls, going fucking ballistic, going nuts. So, to answer that question, I'm gonna say it's a love-hate relationship with my with my ADD. So, because I love that I use all my raw energy for good. It's bad when I get too excited, you know. So, I'm gonna just put a love-hate relationship. But as an adult, I've found a good spot, you know. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Jucifer? Fierce, do you fuck on the first date? I have before, but it really depends on the chick, Jucifer. I go at the girl's speed. There's been times where where I haven't even got a kiss on the first date. There's been other times where she's like, I really like you, Fierce. What do you think? And I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then we've done it. And then there's been other times where I'm like, you know what? Like, this girl's really nice. So I just go at her pace. Again, Jucifer, oh damn, Lantern. Lantern said leave Jucifer. Jucifer doesn't have to leave. Jucifer can stay. Damn. Lantern was laying down the law. He's like, hey, Jucifer, fuck off. And I was like, damn. Jucifer, you can stay. You can stay if you want. That would be the way I would answer your question, Jucifer. Go at the girl's pace. Because you don't want to, like, you got to treat a lady with dignity and respect. If she's all about it, and you're feeling the vibes, then and if she says it's okay, then I guess it's okay. But if she's kind of nervous, you're kind of nervous, you know, you can always wait, get a couple of dates under your belt and be like, hey, you know what? Now we're both ready. Hey, why not? You know? So usually I wait, but there has been occasions where I was feeling the vibe, she was feeling it, and then bam, we did the deed. But there's been times where I'm just like, man, making out with this girl is good enough for right now. You know, feeling the boobies, going nuts, and then later on, it was worth the wait. So just go at the girl's pace. So yeah. Jucifer says, wow, Lantern. I gotta call Lantern. What is going on with Lantern? He's like, Jucifer, leave. Lantern, you're a prankster. You are a prankster, buddy. I know Richie's live. You told me, buddy. Oh, wow. All right, let me call Lantern. Let me see what's going on with this guy. Oh, wow. Well, I'm interested to see what Vision said. Vision's, it's been a couple days since you've been in the chat, but if you don't want to repeat yourself, you don't have to. But I would say don't retract any messages. I will get to everybody. Everybody and everyone leave this stream, please. Damn, Lantern. Is this the real Lantern? Hang on, let me see. I hope this isn't a fake Lantern. What the hell? Is this the real Lantern? It is the real Lantern. Wow, y'all. Oh, wow. Wow. Lantern, shame on you. Hang on, let me give him a call. Lantern!
Yeah, man, that's it.
Lantern, what are you doing, man? You're telling all my fans to leave?
Yeah, the Twitch stream.
Lantern, you are a prankster, my friend. You're a prankster. So Larry's, not Larry. Richie's live, right? Richie's live?
Yeah.
So what's he doing on his live? Does he have a panel on?
No, they're just talking.
Oh, he's just talking? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do that again, Lantern. Come on, buddy. You're a prankster, man. You are a prankster, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Lantern doing that pranking shit.
Yeah.
Did Mama Tate tell you to do that?
Yeah.
I knew it. It's not your fault, Lantern. It's Mama Tate's. It's Mama Tate's. Oh, shit, Mama Tate. Oh, Mama Tate. Did you eat out Larry's asshole?
Yes, I did.
I knew it. Unbelievable. Well, I mean, at least you're eating out someone's ass, Mama Tate. Oh, my Lord. Lantern, you and Mama Tate, oh, I swear, you guys are tricksters. You guys are pranksters. Yep. Unbelievable. All right, well, tell Richie I said hi. I'll probably say hello to him after my stream's done.
Okay.
Lantern, you're a prankster, buddy. Always keeping fears on its toes. All right, I'll see you later, man. Peace.
Okay.
Fucking Lantern. I knew it. He's a prankster. All right. Let's see. What are we up to next? Well, I think I'm going to end with, I'm just going to review. I'm going to review these, and I'll save the top 10 lists for tomorrow, because I am getting quite hungry. We've been going an hour and 38 minutes, so I'm going to review these, but I'm going to save the top 10s for tomorrow, my friends. So, yeah. All right, let's start with Season 5. Season 5. All right, Home Improvement, Season 5. Home Improvement. It's a good show. If you guys have never seen it, it's really good. I would love for them to do either a movie of Home Improvement. I would love to play Tim Taylor. Tim Allen did a great job, and he's the voice of I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. He's a funny guy, too. Tim Allen's a very good comedian, my friends. So I'm going to put down good humor, and I'm going to give it an 8.9, Season 5. 8.9 out of 10. Good humor. Good episodes. Season 5 it's not my favorite season, but it's one of my favorite seasons. So good episodes. Tim decides, he almost decides to leave his Tool Time show. I'm sorry, not in number 5. He does that in number 7, excuse me. It says, join the Taylor family along with their funny neighbor Wilson and Al, Tim's sidekick. The laughs are in full effect. Tim gets an honorary degree, so he gets a PhD. So Tim gets a PhD. And then it says, Jim's success in school leads her to start doing psychiatry help, and Tim must take a stand when his new boss tries to replace Al. So his old boss dies, and then his new boss tries to replace Al. He loves Tim on the Tool Time show, but he's not a big fan of Al. So those are the highlights. Al almost gets fired. There we are. So those are my notes. Do I recommend Season 5? Absolutely. I recommend it. By the way, tonight's watches, I'm going to watch. I've watched it before, but I haven't reviewed it for you guys. Tonight, I'm going to watch the remake of Child's Play. Mark Hamill plays Chucky. So if you guys have never seen it, I'm gonna watch. I've watched the old ones. I love the old ones, so I'm gonna watch Child's Play tonight, and I'm gonna try to finish. I'm gonna try to finish this trilogy because I've watched the other two, and I ordered a new Planet of the Apes movie. I've watched 1 and 2. I ordered number 3. It's on the way. But in the meantime, I've watched Rise and Dawn. These are technically they're remakes, but they're also sequels too, because it's a brand new story in the same world as Planet of the Apes. It's just not the old ones. So yeah. So I've watched Rise and Dawn, but tonight I'm going to be watching War of Planet of the Apes, because I love these movies. So those are the movie watches for tonight. So I can complete the trilogy and put the trilogy up with the sci-fi stuff up there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I watched this, and I haven't watched the remake in quite a while. It's got Mark Hamill as Chucky, Audrey Plaza, whatever, however the fuck you say her name. She plays the mom, and I don't remember who plays Andy. I have no idea. So those are the 2 watches for tonight, my friends. And as you can tell, for tonight's setup, I went with a shitload of movie props. And I forgot that I got this last year for Christmas. Ghostbusters Tobin's Spirit Guide. So it's making its debut on the show. Oh yeah. Check this out. It is a prop. It is a prop. It looks a little bit different in the movies, but it's got all the epic information on some pretty popular ghosts, my friends. Check this out. Check this out. Tobin's Spirit Guide, official Ghostbuster, written by Dr. Ray Stantz, Egon Spengler. That's right. So the 2 most epic Ghostbusters. I'm not saying Peter isn't epic, and I'm not saying Winston's epic, but Ray Stantz, he's the heart of the Ghostbusters. He's my favorite Ghostbuster. So Ray is the heart, Egon is the brains, Peter's the mouth, and Winston is the audience. So yeah. So it's got the New York subway specters right there. And then probably one of the most legendary ghosts, Slimer. There he is, Slimer. Information on Slimer's origin. I should read some of this on camera for you guys. The thing I don't get about it, he's the most legendary one. He only gets 2 pages. Hang on, does he get another page? Hang on. Nope. The Spider Witch is the next one. Right? This guy only is on screen for 10 seconds. The taxi driver zombie ghost. Look at this. He gets a bigger cover art. He's only on camera for 10 seconds, motherfucker. Slimer's been in every single one of them. He even made a cameo, actually 2 cameos in the Girl Ghostbusters, and that one's the most shittiest one out of all of them. But I bought it because I'm a Ghostbuster fan through and through. You have to watch the good, the bad, the ugly, the horrible, the amazing. I've only watched it once, and I may only watch it once ever. I don't even know if I could watch that again and review it for you guys. But I recently, for Ghostbusters Day, I watched some of the Ghostbuster cartoons. I watched about 4 or 5 episodes of the cartoons, and oh man, they were good back when I was a kid, and they're still good as an adult. Can't wait to watch more of those cartoons. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. And then Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is in here somewhere. I don't know where he is. The librarian. There she is. The librarian. Going nuts. Look at her fucking hairdo. Holy shit. She needs to take a comb and run a comb through that hair. The Scoleri brothers from Ghostbusters 2. There they are. Bam. Bam. The Phantom Jogger. Remember? Peter? The jogger's running through Central Park West. He hits the trap, and the the ghost goes into the trap and he's like, bye-bye, bye-bye. Let's see here. Where is Stay Puffed? I know Stay Puft's in here somewhere. They would be a fool to leave Stay Puffed out of Tobin's Spirits Guide. I need to, maybe I'll read this on the way home. Whenever I go to visit my family. This is the first time I've cracked open this book. So maybe I'll read this on the way home. I love the artwork in it. The artwork is rocking. Where the fuck is Stay Puffed? Let's see, the Sandman. The Sandman is in 2 or 3 episodes of the cartoon. Sam Hain is in the cartoon because they do that episode where it's like Halloween forever and shit. I just don't know where Stay Puffed is. The Boogeyman. The Boogeyman is in 2 or 3 episodes of the original. Then it came back for Extreme Ghostbusters, that cartoon, that only had 1 season because it's fucking shit garbage. Not all of it. Some episodes were good, but most of it was shit garbage. Let's see. Grundle. I forgot what that's from, but I'm gonna have to look through this. There's no way they left Stay Puffed out. Where is he? Oh, there it is. Prince Vigo of Carpathia. There he is. Prince Vigo. I would think Stay Puft would be at the front of the book, but it's not. If they left him out, I'm going to be really pissed. Oh, there it is. There's Sam Hain. There's Sam Hain. The Halloween ghost. He's got a pumpkin for a head. That's in the cartoon. And Sam Hain came back for Extreme Ghostbusters too, so he made a couple of appearances. Let me look at the index. Stay Puft has got to be in here. If they left him out, I'm going to be really pissed off. He's the most legendary ghost. Oh, thank God. He's on like one of the very last few pages. How dare they? They put him on like the second to the last page. Thank God, there he is. Oh my Lord. I was starting to panic, man. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, he's the most legendary ghost. Well, one of them. Slimer's pretty legendary. He's not the very last page. This guy. The chosen, other chosen forms of Gozer is... So these are different forms of Gozer. So yeah. Whew. Man, I was starting to bead sweat. I was like, what the fuck? You're not going to put Stay Puft in there? Unbelievable. Thank God he's in Tobin's Spirit Guide. So, Fear's his new movie prop. I think you guys saw it last Christmas. Oh, no. This is your first time seeing because I haven't put up the Ghostbuster. I mean, I haven't put up the Christmas vlog yet. So, now you're seeing it for the first time. Oh, no, wait. I did a live where when I unwrapped all my presents. So, you guys have... So, this is the second time you've seen it, but first time it's been on the shelf as a prop. There it is. There we are. All right, let's see. I do recommend this. And then last but certainly not least, I'm going to review this, but I'm going to save the top 10s for tomorrow, my friends. So, Home Improvement. I started watching these because, nothing against Little House on the Prairie, I watched 6 seasons back to back. I need a little break. I'll come back for 7, 8, 9, and then there's 3 television movies in that big bundle that my mom got me, so yeah. So, yep. And then after that, I'm going to start on all the Ghostbuster cartoons, because I've never watched them all the way through. As a kid, I would just watch them sporadically here and there. And then after that, I want to watch all of Captain Planet and all of Pee-wee's Playhouse. Because I bought that one at... I bought Pee-wee's at Walmart, I believe. So, yeah. So a lot of movies and television, as you can tell. All right, season 7. Dan Aykroyd comes for 2 episodes. There he is, right there. There's Dan Aykroyd. So, Dan Aykroyd, and he plays a priest. But he's a cool priest. Like he's into the blues. He helps Tim on his hot rod. So badass priest. So Dan Aykroyd's cameo. And in this season, Tim almost leaves his Tool Time show. Says, it's a year to remember as Tim's quest for more power blacks out a Thanksgiving football game, which they filmed on location at one of the Super Bowls back in the 90s. So that was a good episode. His son Brad tries pot for the first time in season 7. And then the biggest surprise yet is Tim considers walking away from Tool Time because he has mixed emotions on Bud, the new owner. He's thinking about retiring and replacing somebody else. So he almost walks away for a couple of reasons. So those are the highlights. Dan Aykroyd's cameos. Probably the Thanksgiving episode is probably the best episode out of season 7. The best episode in season 5 is The Man's Bedroom, which I forgot to write down. So season 5, The Man's Bedroom. Come home, ding, ding, ding to Chrome. The Man's Bedroom. But my favorite episode out of the whole series is when they do The Man's Kitchen. That's the best episode. Because they do a couple. They do The Man's Kitchen, The Man's Bedroom. They do The Man's college dorm room. They do The Man's Gym. What's the other ones? Oh, the man's garage and something else. But The Man's Kitchen is the best episode when they do The Man's Bedroom, like the man's segments. The Man's Kitchen is fucking great. Good stuff. But the best episode in season 5, The Man's Bedroom. The best episode in season 7 is the Thanksgiving special. Thanksgiving, where they filmed it on location at some Super Bowl, and they got to use the Dome Center and all that crap. So, Thanksgiving special. I'm going to give season 7, I'm going to give it an 8.2 out of 10. It's good. It's not as good as season 5, but it's still pretty good. Still enjoyable. 8.2 out of 10. The Thanksgiving special is my favorite. Dan Aykroyd's cameo. Buzz Lightyear makes a cameo. That's right, because he was doing the Toy Story shows as he was doing, he was doing the Toy Story movies as he was doing in the later seasons of Home Improvement. So Home Improvement put him on the map, but then what really put him on the map even more was Buzz Lightyear. So, yeah. So Buzz Lightyear makes a cameo. But in the television show, they never refer to him as Buzz Lightyear. There's a Halloween special where someone knocks at the door and it's a mom and dad taking their kids trick-or-treating, and Jonathan Taylor Thomas voiced the Lion King, and he's on the show. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. So he voiced the Lion King. So one kid is dressed up as the Lion King, and they don't call him the Lion King. Like, I believe Jonathan Taylor Thomas says, "Oh, hey, what a pretty lion." And then Tim comes up and says, "Wow, cool spaceman costume." Because I guess for legal reasons, they couldn't call it Buzz Lightyear, but they wanted Lightyear on the show. So some kid's dressed up as Buzz Lightyear, but he goes, "Whoa, cool spaceman costume." So Buzz Lightyear makes a cameo. And Simba. There we are. Well, I think we're gonna close out for the day because Fears is tired. When is Fears not tired? I haven't had dinner. I need to take a shower. I had a great workout today. I burned, it was either 130 calories or 140. I can't remember. You're going to have to look back in the live stream. But I want to thank everybody for coming to both of my live streams today. Everybody that did. And there'll be another workout stream tomorrow. And then I'm going to do one on Saturday. I'll probably skip Sunday and do Monday. So, yeah, dude. There we are. But I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And thank God it's Fears' last day of work. So I'm going to go into work and then I get off Friday morning. And then the rest of Friday off, all of Saturday off. Most of Sunday. And then I go in early on Monday morning. And then I'm so looking forward to my 2 vacations. Because I'm gonna take off a couple of days whenever my family come in July. I think they're coming for 6 or 7 days, so I'll probably take off like 3 or 4 days and hang out with them. And then the last 2 days, I'll probably drive them to the airport and all that crap. And then I'm taking at least a week off whenever I go visit my family in August. So good things are coming, my friends. And hang in there. Fears is almost done getting caught up with all my old vlogs. New vlogs are coming. Old vlogs are coming, but they're going to be new to you. So I appreciate everybody's patience. But Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And remember, be sure to send that fan mail because I haven't gotten any fan mail in quite a while. I want to hear from the fans. P.O. Box 16745, Kagan's Crossings Boulevard, STE 102B, PMB 40, Claremont, Florida 34714. I kind of look like Wilson off of Home Improvement, like behind the fence. Well, hidey-ho, good neighbor. That's right. So send that fan mail. I want to hear from you. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm taking off. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mr. Lantern on YouTube. Subscribe to Jucifer on YouTube. Subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube. And the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Subscribe to Timmy MC 2010 on YouTube. Timmy, get your head out of your Australian ass and make some more motherfucking content. You miserable fuck, Timmy. I'm just joking. But make some more content. And last, but certainly not least, follow the host with the most, the leader of the community, Fears, Lord Fears, Fearsman26 on YouTube, and Fears Vlogs. Hell yeah. All right. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys later.